On this project, numbers not so much on the other aspects of your projects, but again, and we can always say that we're here for the long haul. You're not checking out this year, and at the end of the year, you're going to be here the following year. So some of this could be phased, okay? So some of your other areas that you want to incorporate when you're talking about athletic fields, shade for athletes, shade for PE departments, things like that that conserve energy, right? They're not running into an air-conditioned room. They can cool off underneath a tree. All those kind of things that you're going to present, those can be phases. So they know that this doesn't just end here, it continues on. Your project is ongoing.
And so this is the first part of your plan, and that's what we will work on. And then over the next couple of months, we will work on expanding the plan to do the rest of the school and then use that as a model for the district. Mm-hmm. But can you explain one more time how the drone will work so they're all really clear?
Okay, so what I was thinking is that I was visualizing that we could have Mr. Soto fly this drone over the top of the amphitheater. We're going to get an aerial photograph of this, but a real photograph, okay? So this could all be a part of your presentation. That aerial photograph, you're going to take it and put it into a program, a paint program. You're going to cut and paste the aerial area of the new garden, the Water Guardians garden. You're going to cut and paste that and overlay it over the photograph that you have from the drone. So you're going to set it right on top of the old plant material.
Because it matches the pictures that you guys already came up with. Mm-hmm. And I can have my husband teach you how to do that movement so that you can get it set.
Yeah.
Okay?
So this that we're looking at right here is what is in that garden. It's just planned out and laid out and spaced out. But it's going to become exactly a duplicate of that garden over in this area, including the Desert Museum trees.
In addition to the crepe myrtles that you guys love so much and came up with, mm-hmm. What's really cool is what you designed is a modification of the garden that complements. And can you imagine what the amphitheater is going to look like when we finally have shade back?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. And it'll be because of the tree titans.
Yeah.
That's memorable.
Yes, absolutely. That's a huge impression. And the thing is, even when you leave, that stays. That remains.
Just like it did with the Water Guardians.
Yeah, so it remains a part of the community, not only the school, but the community. Everyone sees it. It remains a part of the community for a lifetime. So you go on and on and on and on, and that still remains here as a part of what you did. So that's pretty darn cool.
So let me hear from you, because I'm videotaping it, as you didn't know. I'm surprising them. I'm videotaping this because I think it's important that you keep this as an artifact of the work you're doing, and we might even make this into a YouTube as part of your application, but also for future, for it to be in the archive so that students coming forward see what process it is. So each one of you, please tell me quickly, think in your head this question: what kinds of things did you go through so far? This is your third meeting with Mr. Cota. This is really cool. And we're very grateful for him sharing his knowledge. He loves doing this with the students. This is a big part of who he is, and he doesn't get to do this all the time. So let's start with Yuko, and just tell me just your thoughts about what the plans are, the drones, any of your excitement thoughts. This is all STEM. You're using STEM education in this. You guys did all this measuring and designing. Now we're going to use a drone. We're hopefully going to use a drone. Will be very cool. Really loud because I want to make sure it gets picked up on this.
I think it's exciting that we get to use a drone because, I don't know, I don't think any of the past kids have done it.
I also am excited for the drone because in the future there may be a chance that kids our age get to use a drone for what we're doing, but we would be the first.
I'm really excited about the planting the big trees that are going to make a canopy around it, because I think that's so amazing that we're going to be a part of the school even years after we're here.
I'm also excited about the trees. only it will protect future students, but it will also provide some attraction to the amphitheater.
I'm excited for the drone because it's something new to use instead of having to actually like look around and measure everything. We could use a drone to see everything in one like.
So it can add to the measurements you've already done. Nice.
I'm excited about the big dome of trees that it's going to be there. Because when I told my brother, he told me, wow, that's actually going to be helpful because during graduation it's super high.
You're right. That's a great point.
I really like the canopy around the trees because I think it's really helpful for the people in the stadium and all the events that happen, and it's safer for everyone to come to Washington, and they like being there because the canopy of trees. I also love the drone because it shows that we're in the future, that we're being advanced in our project. Yeah.
And Mr. Cota, what do you think of this team so far?
I think they're fantastic. I'm really excited about your project. I can't help to be. This is the part of what I do, and I've been doing for years. But it makes it so exciting to know that you guys have an interest in making a difference, in the future of other people. So you guys are all really, really, really intelligent people, and I think you're going to do fantastic.
And I like to say I feel the same way as Mr. Cota. As your moderator, I couldn't be more proud. I keep telling you every time I sign the notes, tree hug and love, because that's exactly what you're showing. And that's going to catch on with all the students. The more and more we put up the posters and the more we put out the messages and get the public service announcements on the YouTube this week, that's huge. You all are doing a great job. You all are doing a great job. So I'll turn the meeting back over to Mr. Cota.
Well, like I said, I think we're on to something, so keep that in mind as you're putting your presentation package together. Leave yourself some space for what's going to come in, and leave yourself kind of open to adding a few things in as you go. So you're kind of piecing it all together. It's coming together fast, and we'll keep moving forward. I know that we have a tight time frame. So you guys really got to double up on everything that you're doing to get it in there. So I'll go to work for you, and I'll do what I need to do, and I'll try to get this set up for you. And as soon as I get word, I'll let Dr. P know. And then whether it's today, tomorrow, or I don't know what their schedule is. I can't make any promises. If it was my drone, it'd be here this morning. But we'll see what we can do. I know they're more than willing to help. They love this. That's another thing. Using the technology and utilizing your resources. Those are people that love what they do, and they want to share it with you as much as I want to share what I do with you. I don't know that part of it. I'll leave it up to them, to do that part. And but they're professionals at that. So I know that you'll have a really, really, really cool thing to put in your package.
So we're going to do our cheer. At the count of 3, it's go Tree Titans. 1, 2, 3. Go Tree Titans! Woo!